Hello there, Corey Ingber of Ingber&Weinberg, and this is probably take 63, and I have a great deal of empathy now for actors and actresses who, stay on the set for, 23 hours a day trying to get something right. So I'm just going to hopefully, uh, you know, anticipate that this might be the final take, although I doubt it. Anyway, I'm here to talk about a program called Doubleplay. Doubleplay's origins come from the old adage that bad cases only get worse and the worst cases only get badder. I just made that up and it doesn't make any sense, sorry. But people seem to have a natural aversion sometimes to digging deep into these old cases, and most of them are old. We take a linear approach by moving them through the system, but we don't take a dynamic approach in how to get these particular cases off the track and routed to a better place. So double play files are the following. They're cases that are old, usually with multiple dates of injury, with an aggressive applicant's attorney, often with injudicious use of AMEs, multiple AMEs, where you just have a morass, each AME wanting to see everybody else's reports and back and forth, a lack of strategy, multiple dates of injury, lots of surgeries in there. Often another trait is the use of opiates on a chronic basis, pain management, which often becomes an oxymoron, if not a joke. Body part expansion. These cases usually just add body parts all the time. Secondary injuries, comorbid conditions, lots of reserve changes. These are cases. As the actuaries once told me, Corey, if you want to impact something, buddy, I don't think they said buddy, but find the 10% of your cases chasing 70% of your clients' money and put a handle on them, put a tourniquet on those cases. That's what double play does. We look at the old crazy dog files and we try to impact them by applying good strategies and creative strategies to help get these cases resolved. So our objectives are: one, we work within a framework of a collaborative, non-confrontational manner. We work with your defense attorneys, not against them. We want to embrace them and not push them away. We want to harness creative and dynamic strategies with, with purposeful plans of action. In other words, we want to promote some good ideas, some creativity. You got to have creativity to get these cases under wraps. Then what we do is once we learn from these cases, we export the knowledge nuggets across the whole organization. So we may find that in a particularly difficult case, we learn a few things, and those things become learning or knowledge nuggets that can be exported across the whole organization. The exportation of knowledge is really critical because then the whole organization benefits from what we're doing. It's integrated because we include the examiner, the defense attorney, me, and or we have other attorneys at our firm that also do double play, probably better than I do. At least I think so. And what we do is we try to then come up with a game plan, which is shared by the team. And then it's called double play because then we revisit the thing to make sure that these activities and action plans are actually undertaken. Um, Now, how does it really work? Well, first, the client identifies the files, and they're going to be easy to do. We all have our 6 or 7 worst cases here. Go get them. I require or I request the claim notes, about a year of medical reports, maybe a year and a half of attorney correspondence, and any AME reports, however old, that have been generated. And then I prepare a form. We prepare a form, and the form includes the case summary, our knowledge nuggets to be learned, if any, our what we call our adverse facts, and our plus facts or our nuggets, which are the good things, the advantages that we can take on the file, opportunities, and then we come up with a plan in writing with a step-by-step approach. In other words, an action plan. Now, the action plan is not it's not forced on anyone. It's presented in a collaborative way. So when we get to the double play staff meeting, everybody can use that plan as kind of a platform, but we may agree upon an entirely different plan. We reach out to the defense counsels. We let them know what we're doing and why we're doing it. We make sure we let them know that Corey Ingber and his firm are not out to criticize, critique, or in any way harm you or your reputation. In fact, we embrace you, we want to help you, and we want you to help us. So it's a win-win dynamic that I think works very well. And again, no confrontation, no criticism. It's all positivity. It's all dynamic creativity intended to move the case forward. And that's what we want to do. So the cases are selected, we prepare the report, and then we'll have a meeting. Now, in the COVID generation era, they're going to be virtual. Sometimes they're virtual anyway, but we like to have an agenda. We usually partition a half an hour for each case or more if necessary. Defense lawyer has the agenda for their case. They prepare, they call in, and at the meeting there'll be Corey Ingber or another lawyer from our firm. There'll be the examiner, a supervisor, maybe a claim manager, and sometimes, if necessary, we'll bring in a rehab person or a return to work specialist or a nurse, case manager, a structured specialist, whatever it takes to get our dynamic accomplished. The meeting is held. We have great give and take discussions. I try to come up with some creative ideas that maybe no one else may have thought of, given my history as an Alfred Hitchcock junkie and as a Mannix and Columbo aficionado. I like to solve puzzles. I like to use my creative mind to solve puzzles, and these claims are puzzles. Once we come across the ideas that formulate our plan, the plan is then approved by the group or by the client, and then it's recorded, and there's a follow-up, hence double play. Now, a number of our double play meetings involve repeats. We call them reruns or repeats, where we follow up on a prior plan of action. And so what we've found in feedback from our clients is that this really well works. If nothing else, it promotes teaching, sharing of knowledge, exportation of information, collaboration, but also we tend to come up with some ideas that can be used again and again on other cases. So there's a learning forward momentum here. The worst cases are getting the sharpest ideas and best critique. And I think it's a great program to make sure that your largest cases, your worst cases, are getting that extra special attention. Again, you're looking at probably less than 10% of your book, but this could be, impacting 60, 70% of your money. So go on our website, www.icomplaw.com. That's a mouthful, but it's one word, I think. And look up our double play, and you'll see some more information. And contact us, if you will, and we hope to help you in the future. God bless you all, and have a great 2021. Thank you, and be safe.